And then start to stretch your legs out a little more. Just lying flat on your back. And then see if your shoulders can come down a little more from your ears. Maybe your inner upper biceps roll up toward the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale slowly. So you're lying flat on your back and you're connecting to your breathing. So bring your hand to your lower belly, one hand to your heart. And I want you to really plug into your breathing, reconnect to it through this part of the class, because it will help you flow better in the physical practice itself. Every bit of your attention is going to go inward toward the sound of your own inhale. Your attention stays with your breath as it moves out. You're not in a rush to breathe. You're not in a rush to exhale. You're only in a space to drop in and retrieve your organic, natural rhythm. And you're only in a space to listen how the inhale and the exhale, having them come in and out slowly, deeply works on soothing and settling the mind. And also it reconnects you into your body. When you drop into yourself this way, your practice is simply more, has an opportunity to be more insightful, more deliberate. There's precision in coordinating the breath and movement. So let's just first find breath. And the more you release physical tension, the more the mind settles and soothes itself. And the more tension is released in the physical, the more breath flow you retrieve. It just shows up. And all the exhales just clear out what's in the way of fuller breath being able to show up. The longer you exhale, the more your body gets the message, relax. Breathe in, breathe out, hug your knees into your chest. Please rock side to side. And then take your hands behind your head. Elbows stay out to the sides. You're interlacing your fingers. You got to make sure your neck is very supported. And then you're going to flex your feet. Your ankles are lined up with your knees. And the knees are very bent. Mary had this really convoluted idea that we weren't going to do any abs today. She must have dreamt that. Here we go. You're going to lift up. You're going to really twist that right elbow to left knee. And then you're going to come back down. You're going to lift up. And then you're going to twist left elbow to the right. And then you're going to come back down. And then you're going to lift again, right elbow to left. And then you're going to straighten your right leg firmly out in front of you. And Kathy, if you feel this bothers your neck at all, I'd rather you take eagle arm and eagle leg. There would be space between the two. As you exhale, then you pull the two together. Okay? All right. So bicycles, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs right up to the ceiling. Pull the toes back towards your forehead. And you're going to lift up for 10, 9, exhale, exhale. Pull up and exhale. Good. Exhale, 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 exhale. Lift up a little higher, twist again. Right elbow to left knee, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up a little higher. Legs straight up in the air. 10, 9, 8. Take a break in between if you need to. And then keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bicycle it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend to your knees. Hug them into your chest. Breathe everything out. Take the block that's nearby. Put it right between your shins. Legs straight up in the air. And then lift your hips up so your hands are underneath your hips, supporting your back. And squeeze the heck out of that block with your inner shins. Lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. And just make that connection. Are you squeezing the block? Do you guys feel that in your core? Okay. Now rest your head and shoulders down. Keep your hands supported underneath you. And lower down a third. And then squeeze the block and lower a third more. Pull the toes back towards your face. That's going to power up your legs. Lower down about 2 inches away from the floor. Lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. Pull the block right up. Pull the legs straight up. Lower down a third and a third and 2 inches above. Lift your head and shoulders up off the ground. Pull the belly toward the ground. Pull straight up. Lower down a third. A third. 2 inches. Pull the toes back towards your face. Lift up, lift up, lift up. And take your hands behind your head. Keep that block squeezed between your legs and pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift a little higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the block out. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Throw the block at me if you need to. Sam said, I drove an hour and a half for this. The heck? I could be at the drive-thru right now. Dunkin' Donuts. Rock side to side. Roll all the way to your right. Make your way into downward dog. Good work. Downward dog facing this happy birthday. Press your hips back. Press your palms into the floor. And then just right away walk it out. Walk it out. With your breath leading your movement, walk it out. Let your hips move side to side. Bring your legs together. Right leg up in the air. Bit higher. Knee bends. You roll the knee and hip open. Just roll the right hip open and somehow the knee goes along for the ride. Upper foot presses. Roll that hip down. Lunge that right foot forward. Bring your back knee down on the floor. Inhale your arms straight up. Press that front foot down. Exhale, little back bend, just a little. Widen your arms out to make room for shoulders. Breathe in where you feel your chest lengthen towards your chin. Breathe out, takes you into a little baby back bend. Good. Bring your hands to the floor. Down facing dog, left leg high. Higher. Bend that knee and the hip peels back toward the left side of the room. Good. You could even look underneath your left armpit if you wanted. See what's going on up there? That's what the practice does. It gives you an opportunity to really have a relationship to all sides of yourself, all the parts. And knowledge, just knowledge back to yourself about you and your body, because knowledge is power. Roll that hip down, big lunge forward. Gently rest your back knee on the floor, and the top of the back foot can rest on the floor. And make sure that left foot walks over a little more, Kathy. Yeah. And then you're going to come right on up. Reaching on the inhale, lengthening the spine, lengthening your side waist. Exhale, soften into a back bend. It's as if your shoulders press down toward the floor underneath you, and your chest presses up. And when that happens, your shoulders kind of move back a little out of the way, and the heart can really come up and come through. One more breath in. Slow exhalation brings you back, down, down facing dog. Lift up your heels really high. Exhale your hips to the right. Bring your heels up higher. Exhale, hips left. Bring it back to center. Bend your right knee, left heel pressing down. Other side, left knee bending, right heel pressing straight. Look forward, come right up on your tiptoes. And walk, feet to your hands. Flat back, breathe in. Forward fold, lots of bend in your knees, head drops. Root your feet into the floor and rise on up. Fingertips got longer, palms spread open. Inner thighs spin to the backyard. And then reach up, bend a little back. Full breath in, come straight back up. Full exhale, press your chest right to your thighs. Halfway in breath. Forward fold, breathe out. Your palms are going to be flat on the floor in front of you. You're going to step your left foot back, so you're lunging on your right foot. And then you're going to walk your right foot over, Kath, just a little bit. Okay. What you want to do is bring your attention to the core that you just worked and just woke up. You're going to pull that core in, pull your belly in, and then you're going to hop and switch feet. So you're going to go from right to left. But pull the core in so much that your hips almost pick up and just hop. Yeah. And do 5 more of those. I just want to make it worth Sam's while that he drove all this way. And Kathy, who hasn't been able to come because she's been having to take some time off. I just want to make sure you're really getting your yoga today. Good. As you strengthen your core, you keep pulling that core in. The core is going to help power those legs to shift back and forth. Good. Down dog. Right leg up in the air. Bend the upper knee. Right hip just rolls open a little bit. Upper foot presses. Roll the hip down, foot to the ground. Left leg, in breath, take it up. Push through the upper heel. Bend the knee, roll it open. Breathe out where you are. Roll the hip down. Let your foot come down. Walk up, feet to hands. Isn't this fun? What, Mary? So much. Lift halfway. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Exhale, slowly fold forward. Inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale, bend those knees. Pull the core in and fold forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. To a plank position. Look forward. Push your heels straight back. Push them back. Nice, Kathy. Hug in your core. 5 breaths here. You can do this. Just breathe in. Breathe out. Put all your focus into Ujjayi sound. Slowly rock forward. Exhale as you lower. Halfway only. Pause. Upward facing. Press the palms and finger bones into the floor and let your shoulders roll back. Oh, nice. Down facing dog. Breathe in. And exhale. Breathe in. As you exhale, pull your core straight in. Nice, Mary. In breath. Pull it straight in. Keep your core pulled in. Lift your heels up. Bend your knees. You can walk or you can hop to the front edge of your mat. Halfway up. Breathe in. Forward fold. Breathe out. Rise up. Press your feet down. Firm up your legs. Everything else gets lifted up, 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 and away. Fold forward. Breathe out. In breath. Flat back. Out breath. Plank position. Full breath in. Rock forward, lower down, and pause for a moment. In breath, upward facing. Send that air out now, downward facing. Breathe it in. Let go. Breathe in. Let go. Send your hips straight back. When all the air is out, you zip up your core and you can hop or walk, feet to hands. Halfway up. See, that core work is working. Fold forward, lower. Lower your head. In breath, rise up. Out breath, fold forward. Halfway up together. Hugging your core, step to plank position as you breathe all the air out. With your inhale inflating you, come forward, lower. Up facing. Pull straight up and straight back, downward facing. Take in a breath and clear the sound. And breathe out again. Hug in your core. So get the air out and then hug in your core and float to the front edge of your mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Bend your knees, sink your hips, and take your arms up in the air. Feel like the block is between your thighs and squeeze your thighs. But bring more weight back into the heels of your feet. Set your hips a little lower. And breathe. Inhale, the arms reach up. Inhale, your side waist gets longer, leaner. Folding, chest right into thighs. Head fully drops and drops in. Halfway in breath. Shoulders are moving down. Nice. Step back, high plank. Core in, core in. Let your core work for you and help the upper and lower body. Lower down, breathe out. In breath, up facing. Roll your shoulders back. Down facing. In with it. Out. In. Out. In. Press straight back. So get length for your spine. And then walk feet to hands. Flat back, in with the breath. Fold forward, breathe out. Bend your knees, sink your hips, arms go straight up. Little back bend maybe. Folding, out breath. Flat back. To plank. Come forward, low plank. Breathe everything out, free and clear. Upward facing. Down facing. Warrior one. Right into it. Push down through the feet and let yourself come right up. And right away, let your eyes land on one spot and relax your gaze. Relax the muscles around your eyes. And while you're relaxing the muscles around your eyes, can you relax the shoulders a little to let them hike down? Not hike up this mountain, just hike down. Push through your outer edge of your back foot and really feel that back leg firm up really powerfully. Bend your front knee in a little deeper. Press it out a little more to the right. Stretch everything up away from your hips. Exhale right to the floor. Beautiful job, you guys. Plank position, full breath. Low plank, out breath. Upward, full breath. Send that full breath fully out. Left foot, warrior one. Press through the back foot, Jim. Anchor it up. Reach up. Bend back. Full breath in, you get longer. Full exhale, hug in the core. Move to the floor, high plank. Exhale out, lower. Up facing. Push straight up, straight back, down facing. Breathe it in. Slow breath out. In breath. Pause it. Slow. Release. Feet to your hands. Halfway up. Forward fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips, take those arms straight up. Fingertips got longer and longer. Forward fold. Chin into chest. Halfway up. Flat back. Nice, Jim. High plank. Shoulders over the wrists. Low plank. Move the chest out. Nice, Mary. Upward dog. Press those palms straight through the floor. Down facing dog. Let your eyes rest between the feet. Feet are hip width. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, press the front of your thighs into the back of your thighs. Press your shins towards your calves. Right foot's going to step into warrior one. Then you're going to press down into the back foot. You're going to come on up all together. You're going to exhale real slow into warrior two. You're going to make sure your front knee is not folding in. Most likely it will because the hip is tight. But we'll get to the hips later. But this is your first hip opener, really, in case if you weren't ever aware of that. Try to think about your inner front thigh spinning up toward the ceiling. Bend in a little bit deeper. Maybe you slide your front foot a tiny bit more forward, and then let your tailbone drop down toward the floor. Your lower belly is now going to pull in and up towards your rib cage. Your arms are going to come a little lower, all of you, and you're going to feel your shoulder blades hug right against the mid-spine. Reverse your warrior. Let your back arm rest gently on your back leg. Stretch up and back. Use your exhalations to go back while your front knee presses. Press it open. Yeah. And then extended side angle. That front arm comes right to your front thigh. Your upper arm goes straight up and over your head. You bring your focus to the outside edge of your back foot. And you press it like it's against a wall. And from there, from that place at the back foot, from there you lengthen. It starts at the back foot. Take the upper arm, if you like, wrap it around your back in a way that's comfortable. Roll your bottom lung open toward the ceiling and let your head go back or look up. Nice, Sam. Make sure you're not dumping into this shoulder. Oh. Breathe, Mary, breathe. And whenever you get stuck on breathing, that probably means you got to exhale. Slowly and easy, and then you'll come right back in to a regular breath. You open up your shoulders, your upper chest, your lungs, your upper mid-back. You're going to breathe like nobody's business the rest of today. Return slowly to the floor, high push-up. Hug in your core. Rock forward. Use your legs to rock forward, lower. Up facing. Out with all of it. Straight back. Down dog. Left foot's coming forward. Back foot's pressing. Feel the feet root into the mat and then rise up. Now find your breath again. And on the next exhalation, open wide to warrior two. Make sure your front knee presses to the little toe edge of your foot. Make sure the outer edge of the back foot's rooted so that your back leg is just right there. Just activate the lower body, and then can you also deactivate your shoulders? Oh. And when you deactivate the shoulders and let them come down, and let your arms come a little lower to make it happen, your breathing will just kind of come into neutral. Rest your back arm gently on your back thigh. Turn your left arm up. Slowly reach. You're looking to get as much space and distance between that left hip bone and your upper fingertips. Slowly exhale into extended side angle. Take that right arm up and then take it over your head. Spin your heart to the ceiling. Nice. And breathe where you are. Get plugged back into the outer edge of that back foot. Exhale slowly. Wrap your upper arm around your back. To sweat in yoga practice in the early morning, truly, you're going to be cooler the rest of the entire day. While other people around you are wilting, complaining about the heat, and can't get enough country time lemonade, you're going to be really cool as a cucumber because you're releasing all the internal heat. Exhale, hands to the floor. You're releasing all the internal heat that gets trapped in the body. Low push-up. Up facing. Downward facing. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Feet to your hands. Good work. Flat back. Fold forward. Bend your knees. Sink your hips. Reach up. Pull the palms right into your heart, maybe a little lower, and then bow forward. Flat back. Palms to the shins. Hug the core in. You know where you're going. High plank. Low plank. Up facing. Downward facing. Right foot's going to lunge forward. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Hug in your, squeeze the air out. Hug in your core, and your core sucks in such a way, like it gets vacuumed, like vacuum sealed, and then you're going to switch feet. But use your core to pick those hips up. And you're going to jump to the left. And then you're going to do the right. And you're going to do 3 more of those. Use your core. Pull the core in and you'll hop with a little more lightness, weightlessness. Good. And then land back on your right foot and bring yourself up into crescent lunge. So you're coming right on up to stand. You're on the right foot. You're on the ball of your back foot. Then you remember, oh, make sure my feet are wide enough apart, but not so wide and not too close together. But you find the right placement for you. Bring your hands to your heart. Twist it out. Left arm across your right thigh. Push through your back heel. Nice, Mary. Press your back thigh, Kathy, to the ceiling. Your hips come up higher. You feel that? Good work. Bottom fingertips, guys, to the floor inside your right foot or to the block, which would be even better. And if you have to reach around and find your block, it's worth it. Get that bottom shoulder lifted so you're not compressing the joint and sinking into it. And then roll open. Right arm. Exhale to peel your chest open. Breathe in, let your belly puff out. Breathe out, pull the core in, twist a little more, but really mindfully. Are you being mindful, Kathy? Okay. Warrior 2. A mindful warrior 2. The back foot really pushes into the floor. The arms widen apart. Reverse your warrior one more time. Lift your gaze and look up. Bend your front knee a little more, Sam. There you go. And cartwheel to the floor. Move the block to the other side. High plank. Rock forward, lower. Upward. Palms push. Feet push. Down. Everything else is coming up. Down facing. Left foot lunges forward. You know you're going to hop. So when you're ready, vacuum up your core and then float to the other foot. And then float to the other foot. And then again. And again. Hug in the core in a way that the hips get lifted more toward the ceiling. There you go. And when you've banged out 5 of those, genuinely, you've done 5. Because you wouldn't want to cheat yourself. You're going to come onto left foot. And then you're going to come up into crescent lunge. And if you need a break, by the way, you could always take that back knee down on the ground. You're learning how to manage your energy. That's smart. That's very smart. That's authentic yoga, too. Bring your palms to your heart. Empty everything you have. Empty your pockets of your lungs. And then twist right arm to the left leg. Your back toes are making sure to turn forward to the front of the room. And so as you turn on that back heel, yeah. Now everybody, while you're twisting, you're like, you're going to add more to this. Bring your inner thighs toward one another. It's a tiny movement, but you'll feel those inner thighs activate and draw toward midline. Exhale, both arms apart. Move your shoulders down from your earlobes. Exhale, twist it out. Breathe. Breathe out fully and freely. Push through your back heel, Jim. Warrior 2. Warrior 2. Eyes land at your left middle finger, and maybe check out your shoulders. Check out the height of them. If they're up on the ledge, take your arms lower and feel how it said a message to your shoulders. They can relax. Slowly flip your left arm up. Reverse your warrior. Long breath out. Moves you back to the floor. High plank. Good work. Low plank. Up facing. Breathe in. Down facing. Full breath out. Full breath in. Clear that all. Nice, Mary. Everybody walk feet to hands. Find a flat back. And then interlace your fingers. Clasp them at your low back. Pull your chest up away from the floor. Bend your knees more. Feel your shoulder blades hug together. Feel your shoulders coming down. And then keep your arms, but then just bring your chest, your torso straight up. Keep stretching those arms down so these shoulders. You can't go to Minnesota. It's going to take years of work in my class. Release your arms. Good. Sweep up. Eagle. Right arm, right leg. Your eyes relax. Your thighs aren't going to relax though. Your thighs need to toughen up. Your core pulls in so that your spine says, wow, I can relax because I feel freaking supported. What a concept. One part of the body supports another. And then, ironically, two work better together. Two work better by teaming up. Release. Sweep up. Left leg, left arm. Your eyes are soft, but yet you're very tuned in. And the ironic thing is the more you tune into your breathing, and the more you let your breathing rhythm smooth out and slow down, you're left with such an internal calm. And that's a true asset for us to manage our day and go about our day. Exhale, release, sweep up. Eagle again, right on the right side. You get to practice. This is just practice. Some days you'll have those practices where you feel like, wow, I just took it right out of the park. And some days you'll have practices where you wonder if you got out of your car in the parking lot. The point is you just keep showing up. Release and sweep up. Left arm, left leg. Core says, let me vacuum right up against the spine. Thighs say, let me squeeze stronger so the spine feels supported. Enjoy the pose. The poses are work. But if you breathe, they're less like work. Enjoy the privilege it is to breathe and to move, to be healthy. It's an asset, and we live better as a result. Reach up. Pull the palms right to your heart. Bend your right knee and pick your right foot up off the floor. Palms stay right at your heart. Take your right hand to your right knee. Take your left hand to your left hip. Roll that right side open. Maybe you look over the left shoulder. Maybe you're saying, I'm looking straight ahead. Bring your leg back to middle. Take your arms straight over your head. Kick your leg out in front of you. Kick the leg straight back behind you. Arms come out in front of you. Pull in your core and lift your chest up a bit. Bring your palms to your heart. Bring yourself right up to stand, straight up, tall, shoulders back. Feel your right foot root down into the floor. Bend your left knee, take it up. Hands are at your heart. Core is helping that leg stay lifted. Eyes are eye level. Take your left hand to your left knee. Right hand on your right hip. Wrap your right elbow towards your body. Open up the left leg. Maybe you look over the right shoulder. Back to center. Arms go straight up in the air, right over your head. Lengthen that leg out in front of you. Pull your toes back. Push out through the ball and heel of your left foot. Keep that leg flexed and go ahead, send it straight back, arms out. Lift your chest a little higher, like your chest got pulled up off a shelf. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring that left foot to the floor. You're up to stand. Bend your knees, drop your hips, reach up. Exhale into a fold. Halfway inhale to a plank position. Rock forward to a low push-up. Up facing. Down facing. Take your right leg up in the air. As high as you can. Bend the upper knee. Right hip and thigh and knee roll open like one unit. Lunge your right foot forward. Make your way into a pigeon just for a brief experience of pigeon. Hip can be supported with a block or a towel. Breathe. Breath needs to stay right in the game. Notice if you're breathing, you're in the game. Notice if you're not breathing, you probably left the building. It looks like you're here, but you'll be thinking about your budget. Or you'll be thinking about, boy, Dunkin' Donuts that she talked about earlier seemed really good. Stay with your breath and you'll stay in the game. Because it just means you're staying in the moment. That's happening now. There are a lot of times in the practice where I would be in the now and I would be dripping with sweat. My thighs would be shaking. Thought it was an earthquake. And I would just feel really, really on edge, anxious. And then I'd say, oh gosh, if I'm in this, then what's the rest of the class going to be? Like you just build up a story. And it's really important to remember that even that worst moment, or what appears to be that worst moment, it's not forever. You don't want to get stuck on the loop of that, or in the trance of that. And those are the moments that we really find out who we are. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly come out of the pose and make your way into downward dog. And take your right leg up. Right leg up. Roll open. Good. Roll the hip down and bring the foot to the floor. Left leg, take it up. Bend the knee, roll open. Slowly roll the hip down, but lunge your foot forward into pigeon. Let your back leg straighten out. See if your back toes can point to the wall directly behind it. With the hip being really tight, usually our back foot is turned in toward the center of our mat. We don't even know it. But if you make sure that back foot is facing straight back behind you, you have a chance to get some hip opening, to get a little more. Yes, you do a little more and you get back more. Like you get to get back what you're giving. And so give to yourself right now with full breath in, full breath out. And if your hip is really tight, or you struggle with this pose, or you struggle with chair pose, or those moments aren't forever. They're fleeting. And so you decide to just kind of fasten your seatbelt and really come into breath and ride it out. And if I didn't have my own experiences on and off the mat where I had to ride it out, and this Ujjayi breath really has saved me more times than I can tell you, then I would just be a teacher talking a bunch of airy-fairy words that really sound inspirational, but I wouldn't have a direct connection to them. And I have a connection to them, so I do know what the heck I'm talking about. So I offer that to you, because in those moments we get kind of stuck. And I know about stuck. It's kind of like that phrase, this too shall pass. Full breath in. Let it be. One more in. Let that go. And I do know those times when I've gotten stuck and I've gotten all tripped up in my head and built a story or just freaked out on and off the mat. I wasn't breathing. The more you breathe, the more you realize you can show up to things in your center. So it's like you have a hold of life. Life doesn't have a hold of you. And you learn how to relax with what is. Not forever. Bring your palms flat. Curl your back toes under. Down facing dog. Let your hips go side to side just for a second. And then when you come back to center, left leg, take it up. Stretch it out of that left hip. Push through the upper heel and you stretch that leg out of that hip. Bottom heel presses a little toward the floor, so you're really strong in your bottom leg, so your upper leg feels supported to go a little higher. Bend the knee, roll it open. Roll the hip down, foot to the floor. Walk forward, feet to hands. Find a flat back. Find a forward fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Take those arms straight up. Press your chest right into your thighs. Lift halfway, breathe in. Step back, high plank. Rock forward, low push-up. Nice, up facing, slow breath in. Deep breath coming through. Right foot stepping, warrior one. Arms come up. You're coming right through with your exhalation, leading you to warrior two. You're going to take your left arm and wrap it around your back. You're going to flip your right palm up, and you're going to reverse your warrior. And then you're going to let your right leg straighten. And right away, you're going to feel your right hip press towards your back foot, but you reach out. Then take your back foot a little wider, just a little. Now, get your right hip tucked in toward the center of your mat and just roll open. Maybe the left arm goes straight up. There's a tendency for the lower ribs to get all crunched up like an accordion. Can you just think about lengthening? Push both feet into the floor. Come right up to stand. And take those right toes and turn them to this left wall. Take your hands to your low back. Hips press forward. Thighs press forward. Squeeze your inner thighs toward each other. And then fold in half. Slide your hands down. Grab your outer shins. Grab your outer ankles. Grab your big toes. Your call. Your call. Breathe in, come halfway up. Really feel like you're sending your hips straight to this back wall. Like you're going to stick them to the back wall. But then feel your spine pull forward out in the yard where Mary has bonfires sometimes. And fold, out breath. Feel your thighs firm up. The outer edges of your feet pressing like they're against imaginary walls. Breathe everything out. Good. Notice when you let a breath go, like it's truly, you're just done with it, your upper body softens a little more toward the floor. So you got to give up some control of the exhalation. And let the out-breath go where it's going, and the upper body says, oh, I can come down off the ledge. And your head says, wow, I'll be up all day probably, so why don't I drop now? And it deeply works on your nervous system, forward bends. It lengthens your hamstrings, so right away you can bring your focus into your heels, root them into the floor. Only lengthen the back of your legs and your hips away from the floor once you've pressed your feet into the ground. Lift halfway up and fold forward one more time. You're going to turn your right foot over to the front edge of the mat, the front of the room. You're going to walk those hands, and you're going to take your back knee down, and you're going to take attention to your front foot. You're going to turn it out towards 1, 2 o'clock. You're going to come down onto your elbows and forearms. You're going to start letting that right knee and right hip press open. Now you're going to come back up. You're going to keep your left palm on the floor. You're going to turn your torso to the right, and you're going to take your right arm up. Then you're going to exhale yourself down, right hand down. You can put a block under the right hand. You're going to open up the left lung and left arm to the ceiling. Out breath. Upper hand comes to the floor. Step back, down facing. Rock forward, high push up. Push straight back through the heels and firm the thighs, hugging the core. Tailbone tilting, low push up. Very good. Up facing. Down facing. Left foot, warrior one. In breath brings you to stand. Don't come up until you're taking a breath in slow. Exhale slow, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, but your right arm's going to just wrap around your back. You're going to reach, reach, reach. And can you think about bending your front knee? Let your tailbone sink in a little more. And then stretch everything else up, up, up. Use your exhalation to straighten through your left leg. Send your left hip back. Reach out more. Then bring your bottom hand to your front leg. Roll your hips, roll your heart to the right wall, right arm to the sky. Take attention to your back foot. Maybe you widen it out a little more toward the back edge of your mat. Just gives you a little more space. You make room for yourself through every breath and every pose. You have an opportunity to do that. Let your feet root down. Let your upper hand pull you to stand. Your left toes turn so you face. Now press your hips and thighs forward and just take a back bend. And then feel yourself fold. And as you fold, get right into your hips. Push back. Pull your spine forward. And then you take a forward fold. Your head truly drops, truly drops, truly drops. You get this length in the neck. It's a beautiful thing. And you listen to yourself breathe. You listen to yourself breathe, and somehow it allows you to hear yourself think. If there's this canvas of internal calm and peace, you can bring that back to your external, to life, to others around you. First you come to yoga and you practice retrieving it. And when we release tension physically, it relaxes the mind. And when our mind is relaxed, so is our body. And as we feel this internally, we just show up so different to life afterwards. As you learn how to listen to your breathing in and your own breathing out, it's really plain and simple, but boy, the way you listen to people when they talk today will be different. It's a deeper listening that you'll offer. It's a deeper presence. First, you learn how to give it to yourself. Breathe out. Turn your left foot forward. Walk your hands over. Step back. Oh no, we can't step back yet, huh? Take your back knee down. Cushion it up if need be. Take attention to your front foot. You're going to turn it out. You're going to come down onto the elbows and forearms. Maybe you have the block horizontal and you have the arms on it. Maybe you're fine. Stay breathing, stay breathing. Opening up the hips. Not really for the faint of heart. Breathing helps you. And then you realize the hip will open up on its own. My job is to breathe in a relaxed way so my body feels like it's supported to release and therefore relax. The release happens first, and then you're given relief. Not easy, though, to go into tight spots where there hasn't been a lot of flow. So while you're breathing in and while you're breathing out, really acknowledge yourself. It's a tremendous thing when you take ownership of the places you've been stuck. And then you befriend it. And then you'll be amazed at what can be healed. You just first have to get yourself in a space to do that. And it's really a space in mind. Breathe out. Now take your right hand to the block inside your left foot. Open up. Twist it out. Out breath. Upper hand comes straight down to the block now. And then you open up one more through the right side. Big breath in. And as you exhale, stick your tongue way out down to your chin. And move it through. And take that arm a little lower. Yes. And release back to the floor. Make your way right onto your belly. Unless you want to do any more of those hops from one foot to another. But otherwise, make your way down to your belly. Let your cheek soften into the ground. Lift up your head and turn your cheek to the other side. Take your arms alongside your body. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Bring your forehead to the floor. Right away, bring awareness to your shoulders, and can you hike them down from your ears and your neck? right away. Can you press the tops of your feet into the floor, the legs? Making sure they're the right distance apart, not too close, not too wide. Press down and go ahead. I want you to feel your tailbone lengthen towards your heels. It's a very tiny movement. And when you're ready, you're going to lift up so your upper back has a back bend. Your upper back, nice, Mary. And you're going to inhale bigger and you're going to lift higher away from the floor. Clear those exhales and then you take in more breath, and that in-breath higher, bigger, brings you right up off the floor through the upper body. And then you come all the way down. Release your arms for a moment. Relax everything. Good. Interlace your fingers again. And go ahead and straighten your arms. Shoulders come down. Shoulder blades hug to mid-back. That's great, Sam. And then go ahead, lift up. Full breath in, lifts you up. Your chin tucks in just gently towards your chest so your neck has length. Make sure your neck has length. Tuck it in a little more. Yeah, there. In breath, come higher. Higher, higher for 8, for 7, for 6, for 4, 3, lift a little higher. 2, come up to your highest. Empty the breath out, lower. Drop your arms. Bend your knees, windshield wipe your legs and feet. Now bring your legs back to center. Catch hold of maybe your outer shins, outer ankles, or outer feet. Depending on your physical height is where you're going to place your hands. If you're taller, you could probably grab your feet. If you're shorter like me, you probably want to grab ankles. When you're ready, get all the air out. When it's free and clear, you've got space to rise up on your inhale. And keep breathing. Kick your legs up and away from you toward the back wall. Nice, Sam. Nice. Feel your chest just peeling open. Maybe your chest is cracking open. But whatever it is, you're going to feel your heartbeat after this. Bring it back to the floor. Release your feet, but windshield wipe from side to side. Slow and easy. Nice release for your hips and low back. Come back to center. Catch hold of your feet one more time. Maybe it's one more time. I don't know. In the now, I'll figure it out. In the now, you will too. Go ahead. Kick up and back. Up and back. The more you draw the legs back, the more the upper body will pick itself up. Back bends come from you being really strong and active in your legs. And release. Release. Take in a full breath. Open your mouth and clear it all out. Good. Come right up onto your forearms in front of you. Stay on your forearms, palms down. You're going to exhale to lower your head down. You're going to take a breath in now. And when you come up, you're going to exhale with your tongue down to your chin for the lion's breath out. And then you're going to soften into the floor. You're going to clear out. And you're going to inhale up. Exhale out. Walk your forearms and elbows in just a little more, Jim. Thank you. Yeah. And lower. while you're lowered. Full breath in, mouth wide open where you are on the floor. Out breath. Full breath in. Exhale with a lion's breath to come up. Good. Okay. Bring yourself back down to the floor. Arms can rest at your hips. Palms can be facing the ceiling. Bring yourself up into up-facing dog. Palms pushed firmly into the floor. Be really connected to your hands. Feel your shoulders and arms just draw back in your up dog. Down-facing dog. Right leg, swoop it up in the air. Big sweep up in the air. And big swoop forward back to pigeon. Support your right hip with the block. If that feels good, maybe a towel. I wouldn't support it with the weed whacker, though. That probably wouldn't feel good. Breathe out. Bring your focus into your upper mid-back. Direct your exhales to soften that space. Make sure your arms are wide enough apart so you have room. You want wide shoulders. Your breath keeps focusing on softening what's rigid in between your shoulder blades. It's so easy to focus on the sensation of tension. Or you could focus on the birds. You could focus on the birds singing. Full breath in, out. Slide your palms back, curl your toes under. Slowly come into downward puppy, so your left knee will be on the floor. Your right leg just kind of rolls open. Then if it's possible, straighten that right leg out to the right. Then bend that knee, pull it in, straight back behind you. Straight back behind you. Now pull that leg in, open it out to the right. Straighten it out to the right. Toes are pulled back towards your face. Push out to that heel. Bend that knee, pull, lengthen it straight back behind you. Bring that leg to the floor. Downward dog. We're hitting every angle today. Take your left leg, big sweep up in the air. Big swoop forward. Pigeon, walk that foot over. Let that leg land. Make sure your knee, the left knee, lines up with your left hip. Support yourself with a block. Let that leg, back leg, straighten out as much as it can. And let your right hip roll down a little bit toward the floor. And when you do that, it's going to bring more alignment into the hips. And let your left hip pull back a little more. The pose is still, but you and everyone around you, you're breathing. Every exhalation's letting go, a completion of the past. It's so powerful to do yoga in the beginning of the day, because it reminds you that we have a brand new day. Every exhalation, a completion of the yesterdays. It's quite an amazing thing to come to a practice that works on the body, but it also works on us inside. It's quite an amazing thing to show up to yoga and be constantly challenged. Well, at least in these classes. You learn that as you get flexible and stronger, that's wonderful, but it's way bigger. You evolve and you grow. We evolve and we grow. That keeps us youthful. Resisting change. Speeds up our age, or the feeling of age. It's one thing to be strong in the body, but it's something altogether different to have suppleness in the body, in the spine, and in the hips, in the right amount. Especially as we get older. So you have a chance to focus on the tight sensation, or you have a chance to focus on being grateful. What has your yoga done for you lately? And it's crazy too how your practice today is helping you, not just your practice tomorrow, but your life. And the practices you do next week are going to help your future. And as you keep your body healthy and supple and strong, and your mind really sharp and alert, we won't feel our age. That's on purpose. Perhaps you won't need a hip replacement down the road. Perhaps you'll have balance this winter instead of slipping on the ice from all the core work that you moan and groan through. You'll be appreciative later. So the practice shows up for you now. And what you do now is leading into later. What we do today is setting up our future. Breathe in and breathe out. Slide those palms back, curl those toes under. Downward puppy. Or you could do downward dog and take the leg up and peel it open and then bring yourself back onto the knee so you can do downward puppy. Where your knees stay on the floor. Think of downward dog like the Great Dane. Think of downward puppy like one of those hot dog dogs. What are those called? Dachshunds, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So either you can be a Great Dane or a wiener dog. It's up to you. But otherwise, take that left leg up. Bend the knee. Roll the left hip open. Then Sam, you want to be mindful because you have furniture there. But if you slide up here more so you don't have to miss this because I know you're really excited about it, then take your leg straight out to the left. Then bend that knee. Exhale it straight back behind you. The left hip's rolled down. There you go. And that leg isn't higher than your hip. There. And then go ahead, pull it in sharply. And then out to the left. And then straighten it. Push out through that heel. Bend the knee. Lengthen it behind you. Left hip's rolled down. Thank you, Sam. And bring that knee down to the floor. Very good. Bring yourself up onto your knees. And then bring yourself up onto your knees. So you're standing. One camel. Hips and thighs forward. Head up. And then head back. And if that's not comfortable for your neck, keep your chin into your chest. Make sure that your tailbone is lengthened. Make sure your feet are hip width apart and your knees too. And then see if you can press your hips and thighs forward, but can you relax and release your glutes? Feel your inner thighs like they're squeezing toward one another. And then slowly come out of it. Make your way out onto your back. Take your block right between your shins, inner shins. And take your legs straight up in the air. Squeeze the block, squeeze it. And when you're ready, you lower a third. Squeeze the block, lower a third. Squeeze the block, inch or two above the floor. All the way up. Slowly lower. 10. Squeeze the block. 9, 8, 7. Squeeze the block, Jim. 6, 5. Squeeze the block. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shavasana. Finish it out with a twist if you need to. But otherwise, you're done And you should feel done in, but in a good way. Zero to do, except to listen to the birds and feel the breeze. But don't even breathe. By that I mean don't hold your breath, just don't make any efforts to breathe. Let your breathing be done by itself. Very slowly bend your knees and bring your feet flat. Hug your knees into your chest as you exhale everything. Rock side to side. And roll all the way to your right. Make a little pillow for your head. And then press your palms strongly into the floor and hug in your core to help get you upright to seated. Full breath in. Shoulders come right up to your ears. Round them forward. That won't do. Roll them back. Drop them down. Much better. Breath in. Namaste. May you go with the flow today. Great work, you guys. Good work. Yay! Get electrolytes today, not just water. Sometimes people get really struggle with the heat because they have an electrolyte imbalance. So get Gatorade or coconut water or something, and then a little salt for your food. Not a lot, but just enough to put back in what you lost during the sweat. You guys got sweaty, right? Good. Okay. You're not going anywhere.